Hey guys, it's Miles at Tactical Hyve, and I'm here on the range with Coach today. And there's something that I've been really thinking about, curious about, and that's using a car for cover. And this really popped in my mind after doing a force on force session where I was in a vehicle scenario and wasn't so sure what's real and what's not. Because in the movies, whenever they're by a car, as long as they're behind a door, behind the vehicle, bullets never hit them. And I've learned quickly that that really isn't the case. So now with Coach here, just wanted to kind of talk to him about the different areas of a car which might be effective, which are not effective, and kind of just how we would approach using car as cover. So, Coach, one thing that I've heard is that bullets will travel right through a door. And is there a lot truth to that? Or like, what's
Okay, so in my career, I've had a lot of opportunities to shoot cars. Go figure. What you find is on older cars, there's less material here. Okay, especially cars overseas. A lot of times you have nothing, and like an M4, bullets will zip right through just the door. But if you're talking pistol calibers, and you're a modern car, you've got airbags, you've got all this extra, girth, this extra meat that it's got to come through. So, I mean, obviously, to be sure, you want to be behind the thickest and most dense part of the car. So you're talking, nothing's getting through this engine block that you can own as a civilian. So if you can get behind the engine block, the next thing, your wheel wells, in here, these disc brakes, all the undercarriage, that just soaks up bullets, okay? When you get to here, now this is better than nothing, okay? It's more concealment than cover, but it will actually stop. Like 9mm, I doubt if a 9mm will get all the way through this and still have enough, ass to hurt you really bad. Okay, that said, you don't want to stay here. If you open this door, great, get behind it. But if I can take 3 steps back here, and now I've got, oh, look at this, a whole lot more car. If that guy's shooting at me from over here, now that bullet has to come through, the quarter panels, all the interior stuff. And I know you got, just library books piled up in here too, right? So, whatever interior contents, you got to get behind that. Okay, and you're going to use this car, for cover. And if you can move. Hitting a moving target's harder. And if you can't shoot back, you want to move. Use the car. Get the car between you and the bad guy. Get the hell out of there. Or if you've got a weapon and you can shoot back, then you use it as a barricade. But you don't want to spend a lot of time with your head out from behind it. Get back here. Learn to shoot underneath a car. The rollover prone, or just practice. And there's a bunch of different ways to use that space, because everybody forgets where their feet are. You get under a car, you can return fire on somebody. You're going to get him in the ankle, but his head will be coming down toward the deck here shortly.
So what I'm getting at is, ideally speaking, we can approach, if we have to use a car going for cover, it's not ideal, but it is something. Bullets can penetrate through, but if I have nothing, it's better than nothing.
It's better than nothing.
And if I understand correctly, I use a door, definitely move towards an area that has more meat in between. So if I can get behind the wheel, the engine block, or even have this entire car in front of me, that is going to be the ideal situation.
Yes, depending on the armament that guy's shooting at you. But what we're talking mainly for what you're going to encounter, pistol calibers is normally what you're going to get assaulted with. If somebody's shooting a 7.62 through there, well, you better go a little faster. Okay, and then understand that it's concealment, because you're behind the door and moving rather than cover.
Got it.
Okay, where it's still always going to be in there. When you're talking about firearms, there's that delicate balance there. This car is definitely cover once I'm behind the whole damn car, but just that one skin of one door, not ideal, but it will have more effect than you would think.